Oh my God, we're live. Wait, microphone works? Yeah, everything works. All right, hey, what's up everyone? It's been a long time. Hey, if you can hear on the stream, go ahead and type something in, which there's like a 10-minute delay, so yeah, don't worry about that. It's January 9th, 2014, and I haven't seen you guys in like 2.5 years. It's been a long time. So yeah, the show's now live from Federico Advanced in Sacramento, California, which is where me and Katie live now. You want to come say hi? Yeah, you guys haven't seen Katie in a while, manning the cameras and stuff. Yeah, she's happy.
Nope.
I was gonna introduce my makeup guy, Jacob, that did makeup, but he disappeared. Oh, wait, there he is. Yeah, come say hi to the audience. Yeah, this is Jacob. He did makeup on Valerie, so you guys should follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
JT Del Rosario.
JT Del Rosario. That's freaking tough. And assisting me is Bree. If you stay in the chair then.
Okay.
All right, you didn't seem like you wanted to get up. And this is my model, Valerie, and she's awesome. And she's been in a couple of photo shoots, which is kind of what I've been up to lately, is taking pictures instead of doing hair. And so I thought I had to get this started again. This show is brought to you in part by hairbrained.pro, and they supply us with all our tools. So if you need hair cutting tools and stuff like that, go to hairbrained.pro, and they're also playing our show on the front page. If you feel like asking questions, you can either type in the comments on the YouTube page, or you can send me a tweet at JoshXO, and that's it. So let's get started, and let's start some deep analytics here on our model, Valerie. Valerie has really, really curly hair, and a whole lot of it, as you can see, and so we're going to cut it. So really, you guys have heard me do like hair cutting theory before, and there's only 2 things that you really need to worry about. Like hair cutting, to me, I've condensed it into knowing 2 things that I need to do to my model or my client to get it to their hair to look good. The only 2 things I need to do is I need to look at the profile, and what I want to create is, what's the perfect profile shape? It's a question mark. So I need to achieve that. And the other thing I need to achieve is creating an oval face. And Valerie already has an amazing face shape. So what I want to do is help accentuate that, if possible. But let's talk about the profile shape here. So not only does she have like curly hair, but it's also just a massive, massive amount of hair. And so to get the profile shape, the question mark shape, you can see this is all really way too heavy down here. So I know that's one of the things that I need to do, is I need to take this in a bit tighter. The interesting thing with curly hair is I need to take that short enough that it's going to lay down a bit flat there. So I'm actually going to take this down quite tight in here, not shaved or anything, but probably like just a little bit longer than finger length. Also too, it's looking a little flat through here, so I want to push this up a little more. And then let's look at Valerie's face shape. I actually really like this roundness here. So if I just went in with a normal like graduated shape and dropped it to too long, I think it would be too bulky here. So what I'm actually going to do is probably do some layering just through these corners here. I actually kind of like it a little flattened, but we'll have a look at it. We'll just get to some cutting. And yeah, so that's my basic goal. I should have really sprayed her down before we started the show, but whatever. You guys haven't seen me in a while, so I guess while I'm spraying her down, I can talk about a couple of events that we got going on. And coming up this Monday, this weekend, we have Gerard Scarpacci Scarpati, Scarpish, Scarspis. Gerard is from Hairbrained is going to be here at Federico, and so that'll be awesome. And there's still a couple of professional spots open. Oh, a towel for me. Oh, dropped it. So there's still a couple of spots open. So if you go to ajfsalon.com, you'll see the contact information, and you can buy some tickets, and that would be awesome. And then if you guys are in the Northern California area and you want to see me cut live in person along with Adam Federico and Gerard, Monday night we're having a therapy, hair therapy. Anyways, it's a big haircutting jam session in our ballroom here at Federico, and that's going to be like super duper awesome. And there's a couple other people from Federico that are going to be doing hair, and that should be really cool. So if you're in Northern California, near Sacramento, or even if you're in Southern California, make the drive. I'm worth it. You like me? Hang out with some cool people. And yeah, that's it for now. I guess we can start cutting now. Any comments so far? Can people hear their audio? Oh no, I'm not still in San Diego. I'm in Sacramento now. Did we go over this? Okay. All right, cool. Let's start in the back. Right here. Adam is going to be so mad at me because I'm using a white cape and her red hair is dripping on it.
Oh no.
Who did your color? Because she's awesome. That's why the color looks so red. Wow, you already have roots though? Your hair grows so fast.
I saw that. I was like, I did that like maybe 2 weeks ago.
It popped up out of nowhere too, which is horrible.
So,
Bad for a haircut.
not bad for a hair cutter at all. So, our dogs aren't here. I'm sorry, we might bring them in 2 weeks. Another thing is we're going to be streaming every Thursday as well. So next week, Adam Federico is going to be doing the haircut if this stream goes smoothly. And that will be on the YouTube page, youtube.com/Federico Advanced. So if you guys go to Facebook /Federico Advanced and go like that page, you'll be updated on all that good stuff. All right, so I have a couple options here.
Your sections are crooked.
Oh, thanks. You just totally threw me off.
So much better now than I do off my hair.
Yeah, now that you're better than me. Yeah, good enough. Wow, you totally threw me off. I have a couple options here. With her hair, if I start in the middle, right here, I'm going to have the tendency to overdirect everything to the center as I go, which will leave these corners quite heavy through here. So what I want to do is I think I want to start from the corner here so I can take it really tight and then move to the center and then figure out what I'm going to do from there. So, and I know that's like a very common thing is you start here and then make sure that you pull back away from the mastoid process right here to make sure that you're going to protect that area. But I already know that there's going to be a jump up, so I'm actually going to start from the edges where the bulk of the hair is and work to the center.
Now watch for your elbows.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the joy of listening to you yell about my elbows. And so I'm working just right off the head shape. Just like Daddy.
On the screen, I'm like trying
Oh.
to you can see what's going on.
You can expand that if you drag the edges. There we go.
Oh, it's so much better.
There. All right. All right, so just working from the edges, working to the center. I'm going to do my best this season not to do 3-hour episodes so that you guys can actually watch them again. But we'll see. Right, so I'm getting a pretty nice shape there.
Oh, Gordon's in the chat. Yay, Gordon.
Yay, Gordon Miller, my hero. Gordon Miller, who runs Beauty in Black and White. And if you guys in the hair industry don't know who Gordon Miller is, you should find him on Facebook and follow him, because Gordon Miller is awesome. And I'm secretly convinced that he actually runs the whole hair industry. He's like the godfather of the hair mafia. But no one knows that, and it's his own little secret. That's my theory. Is anyone yelling that they can't hear me? Or
Oh, sound is good.
sound is good.
Lots of O's.
All right, awesome. Okay, good. Good to know.
Video quality is insane. Yes.
Really?
So much better than last.
Yay!
No, it actually looks like really good now.
Really?
It looks like one of the 7D videos.
Nice. You know what's funny is, so I don't know if you guys knew this, but me and Katie were like living in this basement loft when we were doing the show before. And so we moved to Sacramento, which is much cheaper now. And we have an actual like house above ground now. And in the morning time, light shines through the window. And it's crazy weird.
Window.
We have windows. We never used to have windows. And yeah, so it's really strange not to be doing this from the basement now, but I kind of like it. Okay, so now I'm starting on this other side. How do I know that it's going to be the same length on each side? I don't. I'll kind of be guesstimating it, and hopefully I join together in the middle. And I can cross over a bit. The way I kind of guess is the distance between my finger and the scalp.
Well, everyone's commenting on how great the videos, the quality looks.
Really?
Yeah, because our webcam sucks.
Our webcam did suck.
Our construction lights suck.
We had construction lights. We had some...
We had a shitty mural on the wall that I couldn't see anything.
Yeah. And I want to thank Neil that works here at Federico. He's like the admissions pimp. He's really good at admissions. And so he stops my office. This is my office, by the way. He stops by my office like every hour and stuff on a tour. And he actually drew up the little logo. And we're going to get a full wall one here eventually, which will be cool. Oh, and then after the show, after I'm done with the haircut, you guys, I'm going to actually take photographs of Valerie, and so you guys can actually watch a little bit of photography going on, and that'll be cool. And if you guys have any ideas or things you want to see for future episodes, go ahead and feel free to tweet at JoshXO on Twitter, and we'll see if I can accommodate you for doing things. What was that now?
3 layers.
3 layers? All right, yeah, I'll do a 3-layer haircut.
How to cut.
You know what? Everyone disses that, but I will make 3 layers work. I will figure out a way, because that's my thing. I hate the Behind the Chair website so much, and they posted that stupid picture of the 3 layers, that I'm actually going to figure out a way to make 3 layers work. You watch me. Just to spite Mary Rector. That's all. All right. So that's looking pretty good. I'm still flipping out a little bit here, so this probably needs to come back a little shorter. So one thing I've discovered since I've last talked to you all is, so with really thick, like curly hair, a lot of people think, okay, these little things flipping out there, I want to get rid of those. What do I do? A lot of people think, okay, I'll hit it with a razor, or I'll hit it with thinning scissors, trying to break the spine of that curl to get it laid down. Here's the problem with curly hair. Curly hair, each singular hair is like a corkscrew, right? And if you're lucky, they all corkscrew all together. If you go in there with thinning scissors or a razor or anything that's going to texture it there, then all of a sudden all those corkscrews are all popping up at different lengths. So the reason this is popping up is that you're at the end of the corkscrew there. So instead of like point cutting it like I used to, or hitting it with thinning scissors like I used to, now what I do is try and get it and take it to the point that the end of the corkscrew is laying down.
Bro, what kind of shears do you use?
Brosidin, I am using Mizutani's. These are the Mizutani Retros, and they're custom made for me. So they've got a little XO on the screw there, and they have a metal bumper. So I think I'm still the only one with a manufactured metal bumper. So that's pretty cool. So you want to harass Kiyoshi from Mizutani if you want a pair just like this.
Gordon said he wants to see the mouse head.
Oh, I don't have the mouse head here, sorry. There's some fringy stuff right here. I might take that down later. All right, so I'm going to go in like I'm cross-checking, and I'm going to make sure all those little curls kind of smooth in a bit. And I just slightly raise each time, and I'm just dusting those edges there. And now it's laying down quite a bit better. I'm still getting a little flippy, but I'll look at it when it's dry. I probably need to take it down a bit more. All right. So let's take my next section down and see what I'm going to decide to do here. And I have a good clue. I have a good idea of what I'm going to do. I'm not just feeling it. And that's really the thing about haircutting, is over the years you just learn all these kinds of little like tricks, and then you put them together, and eventually you can perform an awesome haircut. I'll never pretend I'm so good that I know exactly what I'm going to do when I start cutting. I wish I was, but no, for me it's always a bit of an evolution. All right, so let's comb this next section down. I don't want to do an undercut. Last season, when I was doing the show, I was doing a lot of those. And I kind of leaned on them like a bit of a crutch. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to the center, and I'm going to start using diagonal sections forward. And I think my section was too fat, so we'll skinny this out a little bit. So it will be slightly undercut. This top bit of graduation will roll over the underneath, just slightly, but not like a full-on long one-length undercut.
Douglas McCoy is watching too.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Douglas.
I want that Bumble and Bumble City Splash or whatever. I need that.
If you guys don't follow Douglas McCoy, you should. Go find him on Facebook. House of Pop. Right? Am I right with that? That's his like Facebook and everything? Yeah, go find Douglas at House of Pop. Because he's awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep dropping sections just on this one side. And the reason I'm just doing one side is it saves me a lot of time rather than bouncing back and forth. Stupid arm. Oh my God, we have an actual like tripod now for hair cutting, which is great.
Dream closer.
We used to, I know it's so HD too. I was looking at my face and I saw every pore and every beard hair. Yeah, like when we were doing the show before, like our webcam was literally duct tape on top of a mannequin tripod. That's how we were, that's the behind the scenes magic of our show last time, guys. It was awesome though. We were so low budget.
No, like you ever fell down like.
Oh, and remember that one time Charlie bit it and totally disconnected the show? Like I would get so mad during that show when little things like, I don't know if you guys watch the past episodes. I haven't because I think I'm pretty boring to watch each. But some of those past episodes, like if you saw anything go wrong, like I would totally like just get like bitch face. It was great. So, yep, just continuing bringing these sections down. The cool thing about taking horizontal sections is my graduation is going to be a little more bubbly and match the head shape. Vertical sections, when graduating, I use vertical sections when I want steepness, when I want it to be flat. So I like a bit of flatness in the nape, but then through here, I really want to kind of build up that graduation.
Someone wants to know when they're going to see Russian videos, the videos from Russia, and then someone else said you should post the links to where you buy your tools, like the hairbrain thing,
Okay,
in your description.
okay. Who asked the questions? Who asked Russia?
Russia, a tribe called Genius is one.
Okay,
And then
Matt Menendez.
yeah, you can make that right.
okay. So,
So bad.
So, tribe, the Russian videos, I don't have the footage. So, Hairfucker has his editing people working on those right now. So those will be up, I guess, last I heard they were finishing it, filming it, so it should be up soon, I hope. The premise, I'll let you guys in, I'll give you a sneak peek on the premise of it. We were 3 campers in the woods, and this is all explained to me in broken English. So, like, no one spoke really good English, so they're telling me how to act, because they have a whole storyline when I'm in Russia. They have a whole storyline that they're going off of. So, basically, they drive us about an hour and a half outside of St. Petersburg. And people talk about LA drivers, and LA drivers are like 67-year-old grandmas compared to the way Russians drive. Like, driving in Russia is insane, and I thought I was gonna die the whole time. New York cab drivers are way less scary than Russian drivers. So they drive me an hour and a half out in the country. I thought they were gonna leave me there without any shoes and laugh at the Americans. So they drive me out there, and so the basic premise is we're 3 campers, and we eat mushrooms in the woods, and then we're walking around and come across witches, and we cut the witch's hair. And so, yeah, that was the premise of the hair video. And so, I can't wait to see it.
Anthony Lewis wants to know what shampoo you use on your beard.
Oh,
Suave.
Suave. Pantene Pro V.
No, you use Suave.
I use motor oil because I'm a man. Let me turn it this way just for another angle. There we go. All right, just bringing sections down, low elevation, because I want to protect that volume. If I need to, I'll hit that corner a little more. And I'm just pulling everything back.
So somebody's asking if this type of graduation is a good look for someone with a long neckline and a
A long neckline.
Long hairline down the back.
Oh, like a long one. I probably would keep it more normal bobbish then. Because if you start like creating this gap here with a long hairline, then what's going to happen is that's going to make their hairline look even longer. The other thing I would do if someone has a long hairline is I would keep a heavier lower graduation, because if I push the weight up here with a long hairline, then what's going to happen is you have this whole line, right? When your graduation's high up here, you're going to have this whole line right here just making that hairline look longer. So you would want to keep your weight line quite a bit lower if you had someone with a really long neckline. That's what I would do.
How about like?
Or shave it off.
How about like a really flat occipital though? Like how do you?
A flat O-bone here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would, if someone had no O-bone here, right, graduation is going to build up weight, I would actually probably start doing all horizontal sections, because horizontal sections are going to create more of a bubble graduation, and I'd want to make sure that I hit that graduation right there. Yeah. And everything back. I mean, at this point, it's like pretty similar to just your regular G-bob right here. So that's looking pretty good, right? Cool. All right, cool. Let's go to the other side now. And I'll be repeating the same thing on this side.
It's blurry now.
Oh, there we go. It'll cut in. Let's watch out for that flare. There we go. All right.
I'm trying to be M. Night Shyamalan.
J.J. Abrams. Lens flare for all my friends. Lens flare everywhere. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment away. Or if not, screw it. I'll just sit here and be funny. I'll tell more Russia stories if you want. Oh, all right. You guys, if anyone, I don't care if you want to hear Russia or not about it or not. I'm going to tell stories. The Russians are really, really good at cutting hair. So here's how my normal like American class goes, right? Like, you know, I get in the night before, show up at the class, everyone's like, oh yay, you're here, I'm really happy. And I'm like, thanks, great. And we can't wait for you to share with everything that you're gonna teach us. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. That's how American classes go. And American classes, you know, I'll start out with some, you know, geometric theory, and you know, you always have those hairdressers that aren't technical, so they're blown away by, you know, theory. And then I'll do a demo, and then we'll break for lunch, and then usually people's models will get there, and I'll coach them through their demo models. So that's how I approached Russia. And
Josh, you have a few comments and questions. Brian Keel is, we're watching while drinking and driving through school zones.
yes.
And then someone, Taylor Brown, said, tell us about your new job.
Oh, okay. After the Russia story. So so I start my theory, and about halfway through like theory, and I'm using a translator, but she's not a professional translator, so everything's coming back in broken English. But the gist of it was we train 15 hours a day. This is boring. This is basic. Teach us something better. And so I'm like, oh, crap. Okay, they know all this. Like they know their stuff. They're really smart at Hairfucker Studio. And so I'm like, oh shit, what do I do now? Luckily my model gets there, and I do my demo model, and they're mad at me because my demo model, I don't map out the haircut before I cut it, because it's the way I cut. I'm kind of like, I'll do whatever. And so I do my demo haircut, and they're like, yeah, that was great. And I do something that's kind of like this, and I can tell they're kind of mad about it. And then we go to lunch, and they're like, okay, we do 15-hour trainings, and everything you're doing now is basic for beginners. Please teach us something more advanced. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to tell you, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And so we come back from lunch, and they have their demo models, and I'm still like jet lagged after a 20-hour flight. And so I started like teaching their demo models, and they're awesome. They're great. I don't even know what I'm doing there because they're so freaking awesome. And so we get through like the demo models, and I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. I can go have a pint of beer, and I can relax after my long flight. And then Kirill, who's just like one of my favorite people in the world, you guys know him as Hairfucker, he comes to me and is like, okay, so you need to finish up everyone's models because their next models are here. I'm like, what? And yeah, so they had a whole second row of models lined up for me. And so I got through theirs, and some people brought 3 models. And so like I got there at 9:30 in the morning, and I think we got out of there at 9:30 at night. It was a full 12-hour day, and it was awesome, and everyone's really good. But it made me feel really crappy.
Anthony Lewis said, are you guys going to Long Beach? If so, who are you working with, and where's the punk rock after party?
Okay, Anthony Lewis, Katie and I are going to Long Beach, and you know, for someone who has talked so much shit on Naha, the funny thing is, I'm going to be with the Teals in the Naha room, taking pictures of their models. So that's going to be awesome. So yeah, if you guys go see the Teals at Long Beach, I'll be in the room, and I'll be giving tips on how to shoot models, or I'll even be giving tips on how to photograph your clients so that when you look at #hairbrained, you're not seeing that stupid like iPhone shot of your client in the chair. So I'll even give like posing tips, how to like pose your clients. If you got fat clients, I'll teach them how to shoot them so that they don't look fat. If they're ugly, I'll show you how to hide their face. Well, you know, it's just chin length bangs. That's probably what you, that's my trick. If you have an ugly client, you know, just give her chin length bangs. It fixes everything. Just like the Ramones, just but longer. That's my advice on ugly clients. Did I answer all questions I had?
You have another one.
Oh yeah? All right.
Okay, so a lot
From
of
who?
stylists are, well, it's from Alexandra. I'm not going to even try to pronounce her last name.
Okay.
A lot of stylists are afraid of cutting curly hair, or rather a lot of curly haired people have had really bad haircuts. What are your tips on cutting curly hair?
Okay, my tip on cutting curly hair is that curly hair is going to take whatever shape that you cut it in, because it expands out. And the really exciting thing about like cutting curly hair is that, and especially like when you get into afro texture, the really exciting thing about it is it's the only time that you see your haircut in 3 dimensions. Because we lift like hair up everywhere, and then it just falls flat, and we don't really see what we did. I mean, obviously, if you cut big chunks in it, you can see. But the great thing about curly hair is you can see the results of what you do. So, like through the back here, I cut everything flat and vertical, so you can see that it lays very flat and close to the head. Down here, I did horizontal graduation through to the front. So you can see that it kind of hangs down, and it's a bit more round here. Now this is still like a bit too shelfy for me, so I think I'm going to actually layer off that corner a little bit.
The next question, how do you layer curly hair?
Next question. Okay, so because curly hair, 75% of my curly haircuts that I do that aren't this short, that are like bob length or longer, what I'll do is I'll actually layer the underneath, because there's 2 problems with curly hair. Either you get the Christmas tree with curly hair, or you get a big ball on top of your head with two like yarmulke curls coming down. So with curly hair, what I want to do is I want to layer the entire underneath and then not layer this top layer and just have that fall down over the layers. So the Christmas tree comes from not layering. The ball on top is from layering too much. So by layering underneath, I'll collapse the weight, and then this long stuff will just fall on top of it, right? Because if you layer the top, it's gonna like sit all up here. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. So this still, because it was a kind of A-line shape, this still looks like a little like dog-eared to me. So if you guys look at the side here, I kind of got those like little yarmulke curls. So I think this can definitely like, I don't know if that's the, I know Ivan Zook can correct me. What those are called. I really need to find what those are called. The Orthodox Jewish curls. I need to find out the name of those.
Wikipedia right now.
Yeah. So someone in the chat, use Google for me. And she has like amazing bone structure. So I think I want to take this just below chin because she has a gorgeous chin line. Whereas if someone had more of a weaker chin line or was like chubby or something like that, I would actually want to create the chin with my A-line. But her chin is so strong that I can actually like accent her chin by going just a tad shorter than it, if that's okay with you.
Payout curls.
It's called what?
The payout curls.
The payout curls? The what?
The payout.
Payout.
P-I-O-T.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys learned something today.
Orthodox Jewish curls.
Okay. Cool. Payout. Payout. All right, cool.
Okay, Gordon Miller is asking about the hairbrain meetup on Sunday at ISSC.
Okay.
There you guys?
I will be there stalking Stephen Moody.
My girlfriend is going to leave me for Stephen Moody any day now. So there's a hairbrain meetup for those of you that are going to be in Long Beach. There's a hairbrain meetup that we take over the bar every year, and we drink and we hang out and we talk about hair and cool stuff like that. So that's in the hotel attached to the convention center at Long Beach. And you just show up. It's Sunday night at 6:30, and there's a giveaway. And we're giving away, Federico is giving away a course for one of our upcoming classes. And I believe Sassoon's giving something away. There's a lot, check hairbrain.me, and you'll see a lot of the stuff that's being given away. And it's really cool. Ah, look at that. Look at that chin line. That's awesome.
Epic hotel room demo.
We might do an epic hotel room demo.
Or hotel bathroom.
Or hotel bathroom. Or just bathrooms. Because, yeah, I mean, that's how cool me and Douglas are. Instead of, when we go to the hair show, we go to the bathroom together. Not to do cocaine, but to cut some hair. I mean, whatever, I'm pretty much straight edge hairdresser anyways. I mean,
Just like all the barbers.
just like the barbers. That's so weird now. They're all a bunch of hardcore kids. Oh, someone asked me about my job. My job is absolutely awesome. I work at Federico, and I help do the media for ajfsalon.com and federico.edu. And so I take lots of pictures, and I make videos, and I teach the Cosmo students from time to time. And it's pretty much my dream job. And I was thinking about like quitting doing hair for a while. But then like I started working here, and my job here is so freaking awesome that it's the show's back, and I like hairdressers again because my job is so awesome. So yeah, and we have monthly advanced education things going on. and it's really awesome. So, if you guys are in Northern California, or you're thinking about taking a trip somewhere to get some education, then yeah, check out Federico. It's awesome. I love everyone I work with. It's cool. All right, let's have a look at things here. This is a bit too heavy here. We're gonna have this hairline. We're gonna take that in, just these edges. There's also something when I do triangular shapes that bugs the hell out of me sometimes. And it's this stuff gets so dog-eared right here. Like it's such a strong line. A lot of times that I'll just take these curls off. She's pretty good. But on some people, like it's so heavy through that front. It's just insane. So I'll actually carve out like a little bit of this frizziness here, and I'll actually take out a little bit of that because it's not really, it can be really hard for like people to manage. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of put in this like strong little shape here and just take out those little baby hairs. It's because these little baby hairs here on people with curly hair, they never like want to do anything. Like they don't want to go with the rest of the curl, and they'll just kind of wing out on the sides. So my latest thing that I've been doing is just kind of taking them out altogether. Do you find that with your hair? You get these little frizzies here?
When it's wet, I have to just clip it down because it's the only thing
Yeah. So
I manage to it.
I found the best thing to do is just kind of cut them off. I know that sounds weird, and I don't know. Maybe it's just because I do it on models and I don't see them in a few weeks. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it seems to work for me. Just get rid of that stuff.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, is Federico ever gonna have regular, like,
Who's?
scheduled advanced classes? Alexandra.
Okay.
The one that was asking about the hairlines and the,
So yeah, I mean, we're getting our name out there by doing like the live episodes, which we'll be doing Federico Live starting next week, and by doing the guest artist classes. And the insider information for you guys is eventually, yeah, we will start doing our own advanced classes
like
involving
regular
staff, yeah.
5-day cutting courses type thing?
Maybe. I mean, that's something I'd like to explore and eventually get to. So yeah, it's a possibility. Anything's possible. Okay, back hairline here. I'm gonna have to hit that with my trimmers, but this stuff that's just kind of hanging out, let's look where I'm gonna be. I can raise it up. I mean, if I raise up the hairline, there's a good like couple inches of baby hair there that can just disappear. Or as Katie calls this, teen wolf, that I can make go away. So I always tend to go for like more of kind of a V shape through the back here, because I try never to cut women's hairlines like square, because that's a little too like masculine. And if you think about it, like if you guys think of I don't know if some of you have heard this saying, but if a girl wants to instantly lose 10 pounds, put on a V-neck shirt, right? So there's something about that V-like shape that's very slimming on a woman. So it's the same thing with the hairline here, right? If I cut a square line back here, it's gonna make her, even though she's got like a nice petite neck, if I cut a square line, it's gonna look like 80s shoulder pads neck. So I would usually tend to cut things into more of a slender shape there, to have a slimming effect, because I don't want to make her neck look like she's a linebacker. Did I just make a sports reference? I don't even like sports.
You don't have a TV.
We don't even.
Watch sports.
Yeah, I'm totally not that guy that wakes up early on Sunday to watch Men in Tights. No, I don't do that. Sorry. You know what it is I grew up an only child, and so I've never had bros. I don't have bros. We don't talk about local sports teams. So I'm so alone.
Couple questions.
Yeah? All right, good.
Okay. How long have you been in the industry, Gabriel?
Gabriel, I have been in the industry for going on 15 years now.
And are you guys ever going to come to Premier Orlando?
I'd like to go to Orlando.
Yeah, I want to go.
Was that by Gabriel as well?
Yeah.
I would love to go, but I haven't had a reason to go out there. And usually that's at the end of the season, so I'm kind of like fed up with the hair world at that point anyways. But who knows? I mean, eventually I'll get there. Jacob, do you want to get me like some curl cream or something like that? Like some kind of product real quick? Okay, so through the back here, see how shelfy this is? I don't want to like fully layer this, I just want to take off a little bit of the corner on graduation.
Russell May is in the chat.
Russell, hello. Wow, that means we went past 7 o'clock now, right?
No, it's 6:47.
What? Russell got off work early. Say hello to Hair Maven, Russell Mays, everyone. I feel like this is the YouTube chat is a lot easier, right? Like, because everyone has YouTube accounts? Okay, so normally with graduation, you build your weight line because you want it to be heavy. It got to be a little too shelfy for me, so I'm taking these pie-shaped sections here, and I'm just rounding off the corner. I don't think of it too much as a concave layer or a flat layer. It's just barely taking off a little bit of that so that I get a bit of roundness. So my weight line is still going to be here because I'm pulling away from the weight line, and I pushed up to the weight line. So there's still going to be heaviness through here, but all I'm doing is springing that hair up a bit. I can get away with this because she has curly hair. And you pretty much always wear it curly, right? Mm-hmm. If it was someone with fine straight hair, maybe I wouldn't take off this corner because it would collapse the weight. But I picked a good model. Katie found me a great model.
Give credit where credit is.
Yes, Caitlin Butler. Katie Butts on Instagram.
Chanel's in the chat too.
Really? It's like a weapon of choice reunion.
And Douglas wants to know where he can get a model like her.
Douglas, yeah. I'm Douglas McCoy. I don't know where to find hot models. Oh, geez, where can I get models? I only put out a photo shoot every single week, every night.
Douglas, she's ours.
Yeah, this one's ours.
We're gonna fight to the death.
Yeah. She's like, so who's Douglas?
I know who he is, I just don't want to die in the process.
Oh, she knows who you are, Douglas. It's because Douglas is famous.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stand over here to do it so that I'm working out. I stopped moving, you jackass.
Hey,
Hey.
did you apprentice with Takashi?
Yeah. Yeah. Who else that?
Taylor Brown. Well, he said, I'm pretty sure he apprenticed with Takashi.
Yeah. Takashi was my smoking buddy. For some reason, every hairstylist there hated me, except Takashi was my friend, and we always smoked together. But every other of the senior stylists, when I was an assistant, hated my guts. I think what it was is because I actually gave a shit about doing hair. And so, like, a lot of people will do all this stroking shit just because they saw it on a video, but I actually would ask the reason to do it, and he actually took the time to, like, teach me that stuff in person, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, he's a pretty rad guy, I guess.
Taylor Brown is also asking, speaking of models, how do you find models? I feel like it's the hardest thing that I have to do.
It's really hard. You just go out and be friendly. I don't know what else. Come up with a dialogue. Oh, you got some stuff for me? Yeah? Cool. Ooh, and in my green bag right there, should be some red trimmers if someone wants to grab this. Yeah, finding models. You know, when I used to work for a product company, when I was around that time that I would assist Takashi, that was one of the reasons I went on shows, is because my ability. I've always been a huge dork and had no problem just walking up to people and bothering them. And so you come up with a dialogue and you're like, hey, my name's so-and-so. I need, you know, it's all about complimenting them. So my name's Josh and I'm from San Diego or whatever salon. And I have a photo shoot coming up, or I need a model for this. Make it sound really important. And you're perfect. Like, say that. You're perfect, and I would love to use you as a model. And that's kind of how you go about it. I don't know. And you're going to get rejected a lot. Like, a lot. Here's the other deal, is usually they'll be like, what will you do to my hair? Be vague. Don't tell them exactly what you're going to do. Instead of telling them what I would do with their hair, I would ask them, what are you going to let me do? Right? And then they'll giggle and they'll tell you what they'll let you do. And then you come together somewhere where you need it. It's a bit easier for me now. I don't know. Because when I worked for a product company, there was very specific looks that we needed to touch on. Like, we needed this haircut because that was the collection. Now I kind of do whatever the heck I want with hair. So it's all about suitability for me now. So yeah, I don't know. Just get really good at talking to random people. And that's looking like pretty damn fabulous so far. We're not doing bangs.
Okay.
Unless you really wanted them, but.
You can do whatever you want, I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, you're pretty perfect because you're modeling a lot now, so I want you to be like versatile, because if I put this hard like kind of bang thing on there, it'll be bad news. Someone hand me the diffuser over there. That sock, just throw it. Thank you, Bree and Jacob. A team effort. You guys should see the behind the scenes thing. So this is the first stream. So I got a lot of stuff like planned as soon as I work out like the technical aspects of it. Like, I want to do a shoulder cam so that you guys can actually see my hands. I want to do an interview during the blow dry so you guys don't get bored. I have a lot of things planned. I'm just not smart enough to make them happen yet, but I will be. I'm going to work on it. So I'll get on that for you guys, because blow drying is boring. So I'm putting in some stuff. No labels on this show. Oh, that would have been a great name for a show, No Label.
Except we use swab.
Except we use swab. Why not? All the rest of it you can find in the grocery store anyway, so same ingredients.
Whatever, clean from hair.
Whatever. It's a professional show. No consumers are watching this. So, ooh, this is looking awesome. Yeah, shoulder cam, interviews. I'll get there, I hope. But thanks for coming back, everyone.
Josh will let me make an appearance, using some scissors and...
Yeah, if Katie wants to cut hair, that's cool too. I'm gonna comb this product through real quick. Make sure it's evenly distributed. Wow, I sound so product rep right now. So what you want to do is you want to grab the product and you want to put it in their client's hands and make sure that they... No, let's not do that. Let's not play that game. You want to make sure that they smell it and you just rub it on their face.
Ryan, you have to tell the hitchhiking story.
Oh, that's weapon of choice, like episode number 6 or something. What you want to do is take a little bit of the product and you just want to rub it right on their upper lip. And that way they carry that smell with them, even when they leave the salon. And it reminds them of the experience. What you want to do is give them a gel Sanchez, just right across their upper lip there. Right? Okay.
Oh, where's Charlie?
Oh, little Charlie beans.
Can you put the picture of Charlie wearing a t-shirt in front of me?
Yeah, you probably should. Okay, so this is the YS Park sock diffuser. Oh, now put him in the model's lap because that's where he likes to live. Oh, he would be so happy right now.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah.
You're so pretty, Charlie. Oh, what's your
Okay, so this is the YS Park sock diffuser. You can buy it from hairbrained.pro, proud sponsors of our show. And Hairbrain's awesome, so diffuse it, give them some love and buy some stuff from them. So I'm just like punching her head with this diffuser. That's the thing I like about the sock diffuser, is like the other ones, like they would always fall off and bonk on my client's head. So I like the sock one because I can just do this and punch her. Sorry. That one might have hurt. All right, so when I was in London, and Randy and I were filming the Sassoonies. Oh no, he's not dead. No. Oh, who just bummed out the show? Oh, that just... All right, words about diffusing now. Oh, my heart is broken. Thanks, viewer. No, he is alive. If you follow Katie Butts on Instagram, you'll see all kinds of video in our new little baby, Sleater. So when me and Randy were in London, we were filming Sassoon backstage. This was a couple years ago. And the funny thing about being backstage at London is it's like a 3-level at the Academy, and they were prepping for Salon International. And like you go to every level, and it's like the octagon of hairdressing. It's like the best haircutters in the world, like compact into this place. And like you'll see this person you've never seen on a video or on stage or anywhere before, and they're cutting the most badass haircut ever, and you're like, wow, you're like grandmaster of cutting hair. Where did you learn how to cut hair? Like, how long have you been cutting? And they're like, oh, yeah, right, I'm still an apprentice. And you're like, you bastard, why are you so good? So, anyway, when I was there, I was filming this guy, I forget his name right now, but he had this girl, this African English. She was a black girl in England, and he had her hair, and it looked like a bob, and he wasn't picking it out as he was blow drying. He was keeping everything like combed down and really small, but he literally sat there with the diffuser for like an hour and a half, just drying her hair. And then afterwards, he took out the pick and it just went, and it became this huge like asymmetrical afro, and it was the most awesome thing ever. But what I learned from that guy was like, no, you keep the hair really small all the way through to the end, and then you pick it out. So yeah, we'll try that and see if it works. It probably won't, because I suck at hair, but we'll see. What? All right, here's the deal. Like, since the show took off, like I started doing the YouTube videos, so no one paid attention to me when I was doing Weapon of Choice. You know, I was only the first guy ever to live stream 3 episodes a week, or live stream at all. Okay, so no one paid attention to me when I was doing the live show. But then I made that stupid skateboard video, and then all of a sudden people knew who I was, and so like people started adding me on Facebook, and I have all these people that I don't know who they are, and a lot of them are really cool, and a lot of them are like crazy conservative like types that think, you know, that the government is poisoning us from airplane contrails, which is BS. But I come across like a lot of these posts, like people have these nicknames like for themselves, like John, the greatest hair cutter ever, Jones. And it's like, what? Why? And, you know, the funny thing is, there's a lot of people out there with an inflated sense of haircutting ability. And I want to ask these people if they've ever seen, like, Tim Hartley cut hair. Because I've seen Tim Hartley cut hair. And I'll never be that good. If I get to being, like, 10% that good, then I'll be pretty happy dying. I can die pretty happy. But until I get to that point, no, I'm not good. Hey Katie, you want to diffuse a bit? Like 2 minutes? For fun. I don't know. I'm so bored right now. Jacob, come here. Yeah, come here. What's this? Your third day? Third day? Jacob just started at HF Salon. He went to school here at Federico, and now he's going to teach you how to diffuse. Time. But I'm taking the microphone with me, so it's good. Well, no, I still got the microphone. You guys get to come outside with me while I smoke. I hope we don't static out. I just want to go dragged. Oh, I'm still talking right now. Hey! Hey! This is kind of entertaining. Yeah, you can totally have a cigarette. Okay. I'm locking you out here. Let's put this in. What did you do? Alright, give that back. I just needed a drag of a cigarette. I've been here long. It's okay, I haven't gotten any more professional. Oh, is my soda right there? You hand that to me? Yes, I would love to have a drink. Oh! Okay. This is why I love diffusing. That was great. Oh, alright. No, alright. Wow, I think this is almost like... I think it's almost dry. Be careful when you're like diffusing people, especially if they got a bit of frizz in their hair. Be careful, because have you guys ever like put a pair of jeans in the dryer and then you pulled them out of the dryer and you thought they were dry? They were really hot and you thought they were dry, and then you put the jeans on, and then about 10 minutes later you're sloshing around because they weren't really dry. They were just really hot and steamy. So diffusing hair is kind of like that. So be careful, because you'll get the hair hot and then you'll think it's dry, but it's not dry. It's just hot and steamy. And then it becomes a frizzy mess when you go and like break it up and pick it out. So there's that. Oh, so I can tell you guys that I was going to take pictures afterwards, and I was going to live stream them for you guys. Do you guys think I should put that up on the recording? Yeah? I should put the photo shoot up on the recording? Yeah. Alright, cool, I'll do that. Yeah, why not? Cool, alright, that'll work. Good enough, I'm bored. I think it's dry.
There needs to be a JoshXO drinking game.
Oh, there should be. Yeah. Notice I didn't really drop the F-bomb that much this episode. Did I at all? No. Someone used to keep count. I forget who it was though. Wow, that's looking really good. Katie, you want to break it up? Didn't you say you wanted to do that? All right. Well, I'll refine these edges a little more before I get it really big and everything gets in my way. So looks like these little curls here. So I don't even care. Just cut those little mofos off. Just cut them. Get rid of them. I don't want them. There. Get out of here, drunk uncle. That's what those little curls are to me. It's like a drunk uncle I don't want anything to do with. There we go. Awesome. All right. I think it's pretty good. I'll put a little bit of this mystery product stuff in my hands, and then I'll start breaking this all up and get it big, and we'll see what happened with it. It's still a little damp. That's okay. Oh, I actually did pretty good. All right, I like this. So yeah, you can see as we bring it out.
Wait, we gotta get closer.
I guess I need to diffuse it a little more. Because this heavy side there, it was all like kind of still a little damp through there. I know I said make sure it's all dry, otherwise it'll just be all hot and steamy. Whatever. Yeah, and then I'll take pictures of this and then I'll post them somewhere so you guys can look at pictures of the finished result. And that'll be like super freaking awesome. What time we got? 7:08. Wow. I'm under an hour and a half. That was great. I talked so much too. I missed all of you fans very much. I shouldn't say fans. That's condescending. My online friends. My online buddies. My peeps. I should just come up with something really like stupid. Like the XO Nation. That would be so lame. I did start that first. And some kook that ran a company called Hair Royalty or something, some kook decided to put that on a t-shirt. And then like, first he decided he wanted to work with me, and then he put a hair nerd on the t-shirt. But now there's actual hair nerds. And I actually work with one of the hair nerds, and she's pretty awesome. We like Carrie. We like Carrie a lot. And yeah. Wow, this is kind of Hunger Games-ish. A little bit. I don't know. Alright, maybe I'm not that bad at hair. Because I actually like this. I might not be that horrible. My girlfriend, Caitlin Butler, did some very nice color. Thanks, Caitlin Butler. Yeah, so I've been taking a lot of pictures, as I said multiple times. If any of you out there that are hairstylists, I totally recommend learning how to use a camera, because it's been the best thing that I've ever done for my hairstyling career, is learning how to use a camera. Not just because it's opened a lot of doors for me, but also because it's like really helped me like develop my eye. And so now I look at the overall shape a lot more, and like the profile and how everything sits, I look at that a lot more and pay attention to that more than just like being like, okay, I'm gonna do this haircut and hoping it turns out right. But it's really helped me like pay attention to styling a lot more too. So like you don't have to spend a ton of money. Like you can get like a Canon Rebel for like 300 bucks if you save up, and like a cheap $100 50mm lens. But really, like, start taking pictures. It's really, really awesome. And like, you don't need to go to photography school or even be that good at it. Like, there's all kinds of information on like YouTube. I went and learned how to cut hair on YouTube.
Radana.
Oh, except for Radana. Girls. Radana's great.
That's where I learned everything from.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's take this off. Let's put a little more stuff in. And let's smooth down this top here a little bit and give it some shine. And that'll help cut the frizz a little bit. Let's just pick it out a little bit here. And you should feel like a couple pounds lighter now.
I feel so much lighter.
Yeah.
So happy, thank you.
I kind of like this flat shape. But there's enough volume in there that it'll kick around. But if you notice, like when I dried, I kind of dried in this little like finger wavy shape right here. A lot of times, like it depends on your parting that you're gonna do. So I wanted to go for that look, and that's what I saw when I was cutting. If she puts her head down, you can kind of see that bit where I rounded off that corner there, right? So,
Wearing a dark colored shirt.
what's that? Oh, so you can see the shape here this way. Because I took those triangular sections, you can see how it's rounded here. If I would have brought everything to the center, we would have been much more square or triangular this way. So by pivoting around, that's why we have this roundness here. Right, and that's what's great about curly hair is you can really like pay attention to this stuff. You can see what your work does. Sit up really straight. And that looks pretty badass. The shirt here is available from JoshXO.com. I make a line of t-shirts that won't make you look like a douchebag. They're for hairdressers. So yeah, unless you want one that says, I drank because I'm a hairdresser, then I'm not the guy for you. But in any case,
Are chemically dependent.
yeah, God, do you guys buy that stuff? Who buys that stuff? All right, so there's my model. In case I decide that I'm not going to add the photography part of it, that's been the show. And let's see, where are we? And okay, so follow me everywhere, pretty much JoshXO, except on Facebook, JoshXO TV. I post mostly on Instagram. Go check out ajfsalon.com, federico.edu. And also, all the tools I use and all the branding stuff I use, that can be bought from hairbrained.pro, which is part of hairbrained.me on the internet. And that's where you get all this really good and awesome stuff. So that's the show for now. And now I'm gonna do a photo shoot. So thanks, wave, say bye. Say bye to everyone.
Hi,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't have a Twitter.
any other questions?
What's my Twitter? But I don't have a Twitter because nobody wants.
Katie doesn't have a Twitter.
Nobody wants to hear what I have.
Follow Katie on Instagram at Katie Butts. And thank you, Bree,
With a Z.
with a Z. Katie Butts with a Z. Thank you, Jacob, for doing makeup and helping me out. And thank you, Bree, for assisting and general help out stuff. And as always, thank you, my most awesome and wonderful girlfriend in the world, Caitlin Butler, who has always supported my stupid ass crazy ideas. So yeah, if you guys want to stick around, I'm just going to be shooting hair and not talking about like the hair anymore, but if you guys want to chat with me, we'll still be here asking questions and that kind of thing.
Can you comment
Yeah, if you go to the YouTube watch page, yeah.
What?
Oh, no, no, no. Here, I'll do it.
I was wondering.
Can the model use the restroom real quick?
Yes, the model can use the restroom.
No, it's just to pee your pants.
Yes, the model has to pee her pants.
Pee in the chair.
We have a cat litter box out back for the model. Okay, yeah, you can comment right there. All right, so let's set up the lighting here. Let's get this chair out of the way. What's that? All right, so we're gonna move this chair. And I'm gonna use this flash, which is an Alien Bees B800. And what this is gonna do is this is gonna silhouette her. So this will help separate her from the backdrop, which is just white. And then I have another B800 right here, which has a beauty dish on it, and that's going to be my main light. And I want to get it down kind of eye level to her. And I want it off to the side. And she's got really good skin, so I can take the diffuser sock off this. And if anyone has other random questions, then feel free to shoot them at me. And now, oh, and yeah, if you touch up over here, in front of the people. And let's see. I'm going to grab my camera. And my settings for the camera are going to be ISO 100. My aperture will be at f8. And I'm going to be shooting at the sync speed of a 5D Mark II, which is 1/60th of a second. And it might help if I turn the flashes on. It would be a great idea.
Very useful.
Russell asked, how is that 70 to 200 lens?
The 70 to 200 lens is freaking awesome, but I don't feel like dragging it out right now. And my studio's a little small, so it's hard to use in here because I want full body shot of her. But I love it. I love the 70 to 200 lens quite a bit. It's pretty amazing. All right. Let's take some action shots of Jacob doing makeup. Awesome. Okay, that's a little overexposed. And because I still have the continuous lights on, I'm probably going to go up to F10. Otherwise, they'll wash out everything.
Settings on a cell phone camera.
I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. No idea, really.
Just use, let's see.
Just use, what is it? Lo-fi setting?
Use all those.
Oh, there we go.
Those were pretty good.
No, thank you.
Hey, where did your old videos at home? Where did you get that skinny on the wall right behind you?
What's
Oh, they were
that?
talking about the mural on the wall.
Oh.
How did we get that on the wall?
All right, come forward. That came with the apartment. My old badass mural came with the apartment. This girl had lived there about like a month, maybe 2 months before we got there. and she had her friends come in and do a bunch of graffiti and murals, and then she just moved out like 3 months later. And so we decided to keep all the murals and the graffiti and stuff, and so that's how that happened. Beep, beep. You look adorable. All right, let's shoot that. Perfect. What's that? Oh yeah, you can move it back into the corner there. You can kill one of these lights.
How about I can't see.
There we go. All right.
Ooh, that's good.
Perfect. Ah, my lighting's good. Boo-doo-doo. Good. And there's not much tutorial for you guys to like watch on posing Valerie, because she knows what she's doing, because she's awesome. However, what? So yeah, Valerie's like pretty awesome, so I don't need to like tell her what to pose, but probably later on I'll have pretty girls that have never modeled before, and you guys will see me telling them to kick their hips out and all kinds of stuff like that. Awesome. Just like that. And let's get a profile of you. There we go. Because I love, yeah. You know, I don't normally like shoot hair very much. I try and shoot the models as much as possible. However, I like this like profile shape, so I want to make sure that I get a shot of it. And it was weird because I did that stupid like Instagram thing where you see your best photos of the year about a week ago, and my highest liked photo was actually a profile shot. So I guess we'll check that out. All right. Kind of lean back a little bit and then put your neck forward. Yeah, no, shoulders back. Yeah, I like that. And chin down a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Great. And let me just take this background down for now. Thanks, Neil, for my background. It's awesome. All right. Perfect. And get a bit closer to the wall for me if you could. There we go. Just stay right there. Cool. Yeah, so I just took a couple without the flash because I liked her shadow there. And the flashes are going to kill the shadow. Oh, there we go. Oops. Back to 10. And come back a little bit more and more and more. There we go. And give me a really strong, like, normal profile again. Lean forward a bit. There we go. Perfect. And just turn your upper body towards me. There we go. And just eyes at me. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. And good. And more at me now. There we go. Yep. Great. And one more here. What's that?
You got like major highlights going on.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
In my hair?
Yeah.
Ew. All right.
Bold.
And I need to, oh, screw it. Screw diffraction, there we go. And one, show me the shirt, model the shirt for me. There we go, yep.
Okay, thank you.
And there we go. Perfect. And we're good, we're done. Cool, that's it. I'll have the photos up soon. Jacob, thank you. We'll see you later. We'll have the pictures up probably by Saturday or on Saturday. And thank you, Valerie, for being an awesome model. High five. Boom. And thanks everyone for tuning in. And it's good to be back next week, Federico Live, which will be youtube.com/Federico Advanced. So that'll be great. And we'll see you guys then. All right, bye.
That's me.
Yes.